Yo, YouTube, what's up? Oh. Hey, Kevin. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, Marco. What's up, Tool Guy Ty? I'm doing nothing. I just finished fixing an air valve. Fucking these pieces of shit. They just leak and all that stuff. So I had to fix that today. And then we have one guy that keeps tearing up a tarp. So, the dummy-o lifted it up into something solid and bent the bows and then wonder why the tarp doesn't fucking work. But it's loaded right now, so I can't fix that. But I think I'm going to make him come back empty Monday or Tuesday, and we are going to he's going to help me fix the shit. It's the only way I think we're going to learn here is get our head out of our asses. The salt hauling's going all right. We're not hauling salt right now. We're doing some other shit. Yeah, I'm still feeling old. Yep. I think I'm going to feel old till, Yeah, I know. Right, Marco? I'm fucking going to make him sit here and learn how to fix it. So, another fucking $75 in bows, fuck. We're hauling pig iron. Yeah, I used the Tecton angle wrenches today. I like those things. The Capri thin wrenches I haven't used too much, but the Tecton angle wrenches, I've used those. No, I haven't got a MIG welder yet. That's on the list. There's, I just haven't ordered it. There's some other shit. Well, you hire more people. That's what I'll be doing. Once I get a firm date on when we're going to start running nights, I'll hire more people. Probably a month. I mean, it's just easy. You hire people for nights, and then, the best ones stay around. That's how it works. I don't make any phone calls. Usually people call me, and ask me if I want to haul this stuff or they got something for us to do. I don't make a lot of phone calls, Pig iron is these little fucking ingots. I don't know what the fuck it's used for. It's little fucking ingots. It weighs like 30 pounds. We're hauling that shit. It pays pretty good. You can do 2 loads a day. But you got to start at like 3 in the morning. Yeah, I mean, I don't really make a lot of phone calls. Usually people call me and ask me for trucks or whatever, we don't really do, I don't really beat the phone too much. Yeah, it's pig iron. It's like these little ingots. In my air valve video, I shot and showed what the ingots look like and all that stuff. No, it doesn't tear mine up. It hasn't fucked none of mine up at all. I don't have aluminum beds, though. There's a reason I don't have aluminum beds. You know, what you give up in the weight, you can, you know, you make it up in working every day. So it's kind of a catch 22. Yeah, Kong, I was excited to see Enzo and my wife. They got back. They got back Tuesday morning. It was definitely exciting to see them. Enzo learned so much. He started repeating stuff that you say, and I missed all that by not going on vacation. I mean, he was so, you know, it was exciting. And then seeing the wife after, you know, a couple weeks, that was, you know, that was exciting. I haven't, you know, when they're not there, you do miss them. You know, I mean, I realize it's probably not good to be, you know, near everybody all the time, but I do miss them when that stuff's going on. Yeah, they had a great time. Yeah, she made it up to me. No, Terry, there is a blue Peterbilt there. Is it the one with the gray bed on it? There's a blue one there with a gray bed. I think that might be Jerry Ritter's personal truck. I don't know whose that is. It was not mine. If it's the blue one with the gray bed, I think it's Ritter's, to be honest with you. Because last year, one of my drivers said that Jerry came over and drove one of my trucks, you know, around the job and stuff like that to see if he liked the 567s. Yeah, if it was sitting over in the corner by like where they take them off, then yeah, I think it's that. Well, aluminum bed with a liner, you know how much that weighs? I mean, aluminum bed with a 1/2 inch asphalt liner, you know how much that fucking weighs? I'm gonna let you guys use your lumps 3 feet above your ass and take a guess. It'll be sometime in the next couple weeks. It weighs the same as a steel bed. So why in the fuck would you buy an aluminum bed and then put a goddamn fucking liner in it when you would just buy a steel bed and you can do everything? You know, some people like that polished look, I guess. I don't fucking know. But it's just fucking stupid. It weighs the same. There might be a 300-pound difference. You know? Same weight. Exactly. You know, I had a 24-foot liner in the Western Star. The thing weighed 32,500 pounds. We pulled the liner out. It weighed 30,500. So, you know, go figure. So that's why I don't. Yeah, I'm glad you like the lock and lube thing. That thing's awesome. And Darren, I'm not going to have any more tool hauls for a while. There's really nothing I need. If people send me stuff, then yeah. But other than that, no. Yep, a goober show up with 3-inch oak floor. Yeah, that's pretty fucking stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Just buy. Yeah, I saw it. I know what pig iron looks like. We've been hauling it all week. I know what it is. I don't know what the hell they use it for, but we've been hauling it. aluminum trailer, no, they get, I mean, down at the salt yard, they get the same amount of weight as we get. There's really no difference. You know, the lightest tractor you could buy would be like an older aluminum frame truck with like a Cummins or a B model cat in it. And you might be able to get that thing to 15,000 with the driver in it and the PTO on it. And then a trailer weighs 12,000. So you're at 27,000 right there. I mean, you might be able to get a little more in there, but the modern trucks, tractor trailer and my trucks weigh exactly the same. Oh, I mean, they can Google it if they want to know what it is. What's up, Travis? Yeah. Aluminum beds are fucking, I'm not into them. You need a special welder. I mean, it's just constantly fucking fixing them. Not into it. Not into it. Yep, 32,300. You know, my trucks weigh, well, shit, my Peterbilt 389 with 3 drop axles weighs 30,000 or 30,500. I used to sell stickers. I don't have any for sale right now. We don't have any. No, I did not put the aggressive pads on another truck. There's no other ones that need it right now. The other 2 trucks have way less mile, or the other 3 trucks that have disc brakes have way less miles. And the aggressive pads are going to go on Nick's truck. I'm just trying them. I'm going to see what kind of it. I'm going to see what, you know, what it does to the rotors. The other guys are just a little too aggressive on the brakes. I do have a retraction in that. I said that with the aggressive pads, you only get 1 brake rotor or 1 pad, and you got to change the rotors after 1 pad change. And that's not correct. It's actually 2 pad changes per rotor with the aggressive pads and 3 pad changes with the standard pads. And the only reason I changed them, they probably could have went another 30, 40,000 miles, is that when I looked in there, I really couldn't tell what the pad wear was. And since I've never had the disc brakes before, I wanted to fucking see what type of life you get out of them. I mean, for the $300 it cost me, or, you know, I think it was like $500 to change all the pads. I just wanted to see, you know, so we're not pushing the fucking limits and then the pads fall out and it fucks the goddamn rotors up or the calipers because they're hard to get. Yeah, I've seen those hybrid beds. There was actually a guy that had one of those with aluminum side and an AR floor, and it worked good till the truck got about 2 years old, and then it rivets together, and where all the rivets were, the aluminum just started jacking away from it, because aluminum and steel next to each other causes it's a metallurgy that I don't know what the correct term it is, but what it does is that the aluminum will get really weak and the steel will rust right there. And then the vibration of it going down with those fucking rivets or whatever, how they have it bolted together, it just breaks the fucking bolts. And then it had a big seam in it that you really couldn't fix. It was fucked up. When he bought that truck, I told him it wasn't a good idea with that bed on there, and I ended up being right. Well, Kong, what it is those brake calipers have a bevel, or the rotors have a bevel on it, and that's your wear thing. The rotors do wear a little bit. It's not as much as the drums because they don't hold as much heat. You know, the disc brakes cooling is a lot better, so it dissipates the heat wear. Now, when that bevel goes away, I mean, it's like a 30-degree bevel, and I would say it's a 1/4 inch or maybe more on each side, brand new. When that bevel goes away, it, you know, that's when you got to replace the rotors. Yes, they cause a chemical reaction. Yes, that's correct. And then it jacks it apart, and you know, it fucks it up. Fuck you, Fuzzy. I'm not putting plows on my dump truck. So that's, I wouldn't recommend buying one of those hybrid beds. You know, like if you had an older truck and it was your first truck, and all you could afford is a truck with aluminum body, okay, what you would want to do is take it somewhere and have them bolt in a 3/16 like AR floor plate on it. A lot of guys do that, and then in the doghouse area, they fucking, you know, put all these aluminum panels in there to get rid of the doghouse on the aluminum beds. And you could just bolt that in. I mean, and it just holds in there. It just, you know, you bolt it down through the thing just like a liner does, but the metal doesn't expand as much. That's about the best way to fix the aluminum beds, but it'll add 1,500 pounds, 1,700 pounds. It's the same as a liner, so it's heavy. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, galvanic corrosion. Okay, yeah, I knew there was a term for it. I just knew you can't put aluminum and steel next to each other. Bad things happen. But it just, you know, I've seen those hybrid beds. I haven't seen very many. I haven't seen very many of them since those guys tried a couple of those. Ooh, $30,000 damage at a brand new dump truck. Okay, you're a welder and a nerd. That's cool. I guess I would be considered a nerd too. You know, I'm into a bunch of shit that nobody else really is into. You know, I don't really have. Yeah, Peterbilt, in this truck that I got coming, let's see. In this truck that I got coming in May or June, it'll probably be here in June, Peterbilt changed the hubs from aluminum to steel, is what they told me. They said that they've had some problems with the aluminum hubs cracking and leaking. So apparently it's like a under, shit, it's under, it's under like an extended warranty problem if they crack. So that's kind of cool because they asked me like, hey, do you want that? No, I was like, no, just put that shit on there. I mean, what does it matter? Oh, okay, Mario, she married you for your hard body. That's cool. At least she married you for something. Yeah, asphalt and aluminum don't go well together. Oh, okay, they quit producing. I don't know very many dump body companies. Heritage, Mac, Trailstar, Bimbo, Brandon, and all that stuff. The colored dots, they just come with the fucking the dry erase board. So I put it on there. Like I got some emojis. You can get like it comes with a crying face emoji. Like, look at this thing. So you can get all these. These are the erasers too. Oh fuck. So you got this emoji that comes on there, you know, and it's the eraser. And then you get this one, so you can be like, you know, kissing, fucking that stuff. And you know, I don't know what this emoji is, but that's what that is. Yep. Anytime you do any concrete demo, you want to send the steel beds. I'm sure that we'll have a whole bunch of concrete demo to do this year. I don't know where the poop emoji is. It didn't come with one. You know? You know what I'm saying? It didn't really come with one. So that's that. I'm going to put that over there. And then I don't know what those dots are for. I guess it's just magnets. The arm beds are... Arm is really just a upfitter. Their beds come from Brandon, is the manufacturer of the beds, and they're up in Canada. You know? Yeah, I have AR 450 beds. All of mine are AR 450. One truck that I'm getting, it's got 1/4-inch floor. I mean, it's fucking heavy duty. It's made for demolition. It's made for demo stuff. That's what I wanted to buy, a truck for a demo truck. Yeah, they came down and moved all the controls in the Peterbilt. Yeah, because I went bananas. They know not to do that ever again. You know? Because I'll be looking, you know, as soon as we get there, I'll be, you know, I will look it over. They don't do any aluminum. Arm does not do any aluminum beds. They will build you a pure stainless steel bed. Now, they got this real high dollar stainless steel that they put on like township trucks. Like guys that haul a lot of salt. They'll put a stainless steel bed on it. I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker weighs, but shoo-wee. Hey, what's up, Blake? If I had all the money in the world, I would get one built out of titanium. Because it would be light, and you couldn't fucking dent that shit. Like, it probably would never break. Unless it would kind of get brittle. I don't know what it would cost, Fuzzy, because fuck, that it would be, oh my God. A titanium body, but you would never have to fix it. It would never wear out. It would be like you could you would go through probably 2 trucks before the bed got fucked up. It would be baller to have a full titanium bed. You know, because it could be real, like the floor could be, the sides could be real thin because it would just never wear. You know, titanium is pretty fucking hard. And even trying to bend it is a bitch. I think he said that they built a 21'6" stainless steel body. They had Brandon build one. A guy wanted one. And I think a normal body costs like $30,000. In this bed, he said was like 55 grand for the stainless. It was almost double, he said. No, I'm not thinning on top. Yeah, that's what the guy Drew told me. He said they built one. Because I said, dude, it would look pretty good if you had like a truck and then you had somebody come in and polish that stainless on the side. It would be beautiful, but Jesus Christ. I don't know who this guy was that built a stainless steel bed, but holy shit. Yeah, a lot of the townships use stainless steel because they got all that brine and shit, and it fucks it up. You know. Yeah, it has to be the government. George tells me all the time that the county here has stainless steel beds, and once you bend the cab shield and shit, you can't get it fucking fixed. Yeah, titanium would be pretty sweet. See, because there is a coating that we used to put on our titanium or on fucking titanium, and it's like it was a we used it on the motor plates of the Top Fuel cars. It was like this. It had like where metal wouldn't stick to it. It was like this, some kind of like hard fucking, they called it something. Did it have nylon in it? Something that would make it slick. So if it got hot, it would get kind of oily. That would be perfect. You would never have to spray your bed or nothing. The asphalt would just slide right out of that. Well, titanium is lighter than steel, okay, at the same thickness. But the Rockwell hardness is outrageous. There's no big deal with the hubs that are on my trucks. What type of frames? I spec all double frames. Here, I'll tell you what they are. Since I got the, you know, let's see. So we use an 11 and 5/8 steel rail. It's a 22.5 million RBM, which I don't know what that is. That's yield strength. Yield strength is 120,000 PSI. And then it has it looks like it's 3/8 of an inch thick. And then it is, the inside liner is 10 3/4, 3/8 full steel liner. That's what I use. That's what, I like a double frame truck. I haven't ever seen those big singles. You know, the guys that run like I think they have like a 12-inch frame or something. It looks kind of weird. Yeah, it was some type of ceramic coating. It wasn't a Cerakote, it was something else. Well, Fuzzy, a double frame means that it has one set of frame rails and then it has another set inside. So it's two frame rails huck bolted together. It'd be called like a double frame. It's for legit. It's for rigidity. Just makes it so, you know, like, you know, a lot of dump trucks run double frame. And also, like, if you get a regular tractor and you got it stretched out, I think past 300 inches, you have to double frame. Yeah, double C-channel frame. Yeah, it's on the inside. Resistance to bending. Okay. No, it's not full boxed. It's still on the inside. No, I haven't got anything. I haven't got anything lined up for a show truck. I got one going to the show. It's not going to Mads. It's going to the work truck show in Indianapolis. I will be up there. I'm going, I think I'm going Thursday, March 7th. I am going to the truck show. I got to go up there and meet with some people. I think there's like the national sales rep for Peterbilt's going to be there. The guys from Brandon are going to be there. Aero Tarp, the fucking people that have the cylinders, Hy-Vee, the cylinder company. There's a whole bunch of other people. Yeah, Fuzzy, it's very similar to what your lowriders got. It's just not fully boxed. What's up, Evans Auto Repair? Yeah, it can go to a 65 Rockwell. That's 65 Rockwell's pretty hard. That would be cool if they would hot dip the galvanize the frames and then paint them. Diesel Yoda is doing pretty good. I haven't talked to him in a while. I'm sure he's doing fine. You know, there's really nothing I got going on that I need him for. I know I'm going to call my buddy George in probably a week or two. And we're going to start putting lights in the beds and doing different stuff like that. I got to get fish tape and some other stuff. Yeah, Enzo and Brittany had a great trip. She said that Enzo was a trooper. He was, you know, he did all right and all that stuff. My new quad axle truck is going up there. It's actually got a really cool body on it. Do you guys want to see the body rendering of it? I can show it to you guys. Will I be going to Hawaii? Not anytime soon. You guys want to see the body rendering? All right, hold on here. Let me get it swung around here. All right, where is it at? Okay, let's get you guys swung around here. Okay, we'll get her zoomed in. So this is the full body rendering here. So it doesn't have any wood on the top of it. So I had to make the frame rails kind of angle down so it's taller up here than it is down here to make this angle. Okay, it's also got this on the side. This is all gonna be polished aluminum. And then, yeah, there's lights on the bed here. Yep, see, that's what these little things are right here. And then you can scroll down here. So this just kind of, this is just, see, you know, kind of like frame measurements and all that shit. And then you can kind of see that the top of the bed is taller than the other. It still has an asphalt taper on there. I like that. They also fixed this down here, which you can see right here. I asked them to move the backup camera to the center of the beds, so they're putting them in there. That's a little work light. And then I asked them to shorten this up because it keeps running into the paver. So they did that, but it's got lights all down the side of it. You know, I mean, this bed is built for, so the tarp is going to be hidden up here in the cab shield. It's got a different cab shield. And then this tarp will be able to run all the way to the back here on the high lift part of the gate, if you will. And then, you know, that's kind of the thing. You know, I have my shovel bracket. We have the ladder and like that. Now, okay, so why did I build a truck like this? Okay, this is I'm trying something here, okay? So with like doing there's a company that I work for that wants a lower sided truck, okay? Because they want to be able to load it with a mini excavator and do things like that. So I had to figure out how I could still get 25 ton of asphalt in this motherfucker and have a low sides. Also, sometimes on night shift, they'll ask people to hang out and you'll get underneath the Pelican. You'll be the Pelican dump. Well, now the Pelican, you don't have to raise the bed up. He can easily dump over the sides. So that's why I got that. I'm trying something here. I'm thinking about having them build me a 21 6-foot bed like this eventually. If this configuration works out, that's what we're going to try. You know. But that's the, you know, that's what the body looks like right there. I'm just trying something a little bit different to see, you know, to learn what works and what doesn't work. Yeah, Fuzzy, I got a quad axle truck. One of the companies I work for wanted a shorter truck. I can just get it into a little bit of places, or, you know, they think they can get it in there. Yep, I use the coal chute. We use the coal chute all the time. It's got a high lift gate just because I like the high lift gates. If that truck is set up to haul demolition, okay, it's set up to haul dirt, big concrete, rock, that type of stuff. So I wanted the high lift gate so, you know, the shit doesn't get all fucked up. Yeah, you always have the ladder back there on the side so you can climb up in the truck and all that stuff. No, it did not say fisting firefighter. No, it did not say that. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you see that, yeah, it's kind of a North Carolina style. But the reason I didn't want to put boards on it is because when you're getting loaded over the side with an excavator, the boards, you know, they'll break those motherfuckers and all that shit. So I didn't really, you know, I wanted to eliminate the board system. Yeah, it'll be lit up. It'll be lit up like a Christmas tree. I would say it'll probably be an 8. The ladder is only on the front of 2 trucks. No, I don't like a barn door. I don't like a barn door. I'd rather have the high lift gate. You know? I don't like a barn door. No. You know, I'm not going to get into hauling concrete slabs. I've done that once and it fucking sucked. So I don't want to do that again. Oh, okay. Yeah, the barn door always ends up getting bent. It never opens fucking right and all that shit. The price difference between an Ultra Shift and a regular 18 speed, I think it's only a couple $1,000. It's not very much money. You know, I'll ask somebody in the next week or two what the price difference is, and I'll get back to you guys. It's not that much. It's not as much as an Allison. An Allison is $20,000 more, like $22,000 more. They can suck balls. The Eaton Ultra Shift is not that much. Yeah, my wife bought me some flip-flops and some shorts. That's all she got me. Dave, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper than an Allison. What's a Pelican? That's what they use to sweep up the grindings on the road, on the mill and fill. So it's kind of like a Pelican. They call it a Pelican. You know, it's like a broom system, and then it has a hydraulic thing, and it comes over and dumps it. It's called a Pelican. Why is an Allison so much more? I don't fucking know. You know, I really don't know. Maybe because they're proud of it. You know, it's kind of like, why are Snap-on tools cost more than anything else? Because it says Snap-on on the side of it. I mean, it says Allison, they want to charge you fucking outrageous amount of money. Yeah, Blake knows what it is. It's a sweeper truck. Nope, she didn't bring me a Hawaiian banana hammock. Yeah, Bob, it is. It's one of the great mysteries why the shit costs so much. Paving last week was good. We did a patch job on 75, and we used the cold chute. We used the old pooper shooter, and all that stuff. My work in the summer is all hourly. The work in the winter is more tonnage. Hauling salt, hauling gravel is always tonnage. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. I don't know how it can bond with it. It's temporary. They're just fixing big holes in the road from the winter, you know, the snow plowing and shit like that. They're just fixing big holes. It's not meant to bond. It's going to be there 7 months, and they're going to mill it back up. So it's just, you know, kind of is what it is. Nope, no new changes to the shop. Just how that video is the fucking the shop tour of the year. That's how the shop still is. We have to have cable tarps to haul asphalt in the state of Ohio. So you tell the excavators, don't hit my cables, motherfucker. You know, most of them are pretty good because they realize the truck's got to do a bunch of shit, but most of them are pretty good on it. Thank you, Henry. I like the sign. My wife got it for me. Yeah, the Allisons are pretty good transmissions. They're expensive. They're expensive to maintain. They're expensive to fucking do other shit. I mean, it's ridiculous. No, the DOT doesn't go, doesn't set up portable scales. Not that much. Nope, all I have is dump trucks. I don't have any equipment. Don't want any equipment. Don't think that I'm going to be doing anything like that anytime soon. I like what we do now. You know, I kind of find my little niche. I know what I'm doing. I kind of like that. Yeah, Terry, it is. It is hard to set up a truck to do everything. So you kind of pick, what do you do 75% of the time? And that's what you want to build your truck to, you know? Yeah, no need to do a Brian. I know what you're saying. I don't know what he's doing. I haven't figured it out. Like, he was in here, he's like, he's trying to get every aspect of dirt work. Sometimes I think that dude bites off more than he can chew. You know, like, man, you gotta really know what the fuck you're doing excavating work, because if you don't have the proper survey equipment and all that stuff and really know how to do grade, it's only going to take one time for somebody to give you an opportunity and you fuck their concrete pour up, like where they have it bid for, let's say, 500 yards of concrete, okay? That's what they said, we'll do this driveway or whatever you poured or whatever you leveled. And they end up, you know, because it's so fucking holy and chopped out and the grade's not right, and they have to put 6 or, you know, even 550 yards under there, that'd be the last time you fucking do anything for them. You know, because it just costs so much money. Or they have to put more gravel in there than what they expected. You know, there's a yield that they want to stay in, and I think it's only like 0.5%, plus or minus 0.5% on a yield on concrete, you know? Like, when you watch other people, it's fucking... Whew. Those guys know what the fuck they're doing. An operator is... If you got a highly skilled operator, they're worth their weight. Yeah, I understand he's trying to be self-reliant, but usually you want to be, you know, you want to do one thing really good before you try to expand into everything else. That's just my opinion, but, you know, what do I know? Yeah, I guess, you know, you got to pay your church. I don't know. I don't go to church, so I don't get wrapped up into other people's opinions on what I should do for them, you know, when they probably haven't done anything for me. You know, I was working today, but I got everything done. I came in early and worked on some shit. Yeah, self-reliant in one thing and then do something else. Yeah, that dude, yeah, Let's Dig 18. His buddy does do that shit in millimeter gradings. Okay? Like, I don't know if you ever saw where he went and saw Charlie. His name is Charlie, and he told you that they poured that whatever, his yield was fucking 0. That over a parking lot, they had it bid at like so many yards of concrete, and his yield was 0. That guy hit his bonus. His bonus paid for that $25,000 worth of grading equipment. just on that one job, just on hitting that 0 yield, you know, because you got to think, like, what did he say? Concrete's expensive, you know, like here, concrete's not too bad. I think it's like 100 some bucks a yard, but like some places where limestone and you got to truck it in, you know, they don't have a lot of aggregate. Let me tell you, concrete gets really expensive. Did I ever get a chance to see Botox Mechanics rants? No. Oh, I've never. I don't go over and watch him. You know, I'm sure that he went on a rant for about something stupid. You know, losing control. Oh, Joel stopped posting videos? Didn't notice. He might be busy doing something. I don't know. I really don't have I really don't have a favorite YouTube channel. I watch a lot of them. I have never hauled out of Houston, Ohio. I do not know where that is. I've never heard of that. Oh, his new boss doesn't want him filming? Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, sometime in March, I'll release a video and my code will be good again just on wrenches. It'll be like March 6th, I think, is when we have it scheduled to go. I actually got to film those videos next week, so I'll be pretty busy. I got to film that stuff and get it done. You want me to try to get you a Schaefer's code? I would love a Schaefer's code. Alrighty, I'll have to figure out how to do that. I'll have to figure out who I can talk to. I'll have to find somebody, like a bigwig. Yeah, they want it within a 1/4 inch, but still, I would try to get it dead nuts. Yeah, okay, the offset wrenches. Yeah, their stuff, they're having problems. They're having problems keeping up with the demand. That's what they told me. They said, you know, we didn't really expect the demand, and our supplier is having some problems getting us, you know, everything that, you know, like they order so many and then they run them, and then as soon as they get them in stock, they sell out. I'm like, well, you know, pass the junkie along some money. You know, don't forget about your old boy Justin there. Yeah, the whatever, the Schaefer's grease is the shit. I love it. You know. Yeah, I mean they're sending me stuff. I mean it's no big deal. I mean it's not like it's not a channel sponsorship or anything by any means. They just, you know, they wanted to talk to somebody that had really just understands the uses of tools and, you know, is open with his opinion, I think is really what they wanted. The air-operated grease guns, I have not had any problems out of those. I like those. Why I bought those is because when you have the volume of trucks, it sucks changing grease tubes in those little fucking, in the little, you know, like, because it takes 3 tubes a truck, and then you got, you know, you got to fucking stop and do what you're doing. At least with the 120-pound keg, you know, it lasts a year or two before you have to do anything like that. Why do I get demonetized? Well, it's fucking, it's really a couple things, okay? Like, YouTube is changing their guidelines and all that stuff. And also, a lot of people are like going around false flagging people's videos. And so people will, like, let's say there's a group of like 10 to 15 people that always flag your videos. Well, sometimes I file an appeal and I win. So starting February 25th, what's going to happen is YouTube's going to change kind of some of their stuff. Like, if you do clickbaity fucking thumbnails, they're going to give you a guideline strike. If you start false flagging people's videos, you know, like, they're also going to be eliminating troll accounts. So, like, they're going to, like, if people keep false flagging certain people's videos and they see that it's like, hey, it's the same people all the time, like every video this guy releases, you know, we got 5,000 views on this video and nobody else has flagged it, but these 10 people keep flagging your videos, they might want to watch doing that, because it's going to, they're gonna turn your channel off. So, you know, you got, it's just, you know, different rules. There is a lot of, I think that the American people are too sensitive to A, cussing, and B, being a real person. A lot of people think that just because you cuss on YouTube or you tell people how it is, that offends them. That hurts their little liberal fucking, you know, attitude, where they think, you know, they, you know, oh my God, he offended me by using the word fuck, you know. And to me, I, you know, don't understand that, because, you know, hey, you know, if everybody was the same, we'd live in a robot world, and nobody wants to do that. Yeah, they'll keep making new troll accounts, but eventually they'll block your IP address. So they'll find out where you're going, and they'll just block your IP address. Yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, it's just, it's fucking frustrating. You know? Somebody keeps flagging your videos. Yeah, I haven't got any, you know, it just, I will tell you, by not cussing so much in my videos, my CPM went up. That's kind of a positive, but, you know, I slide it in there all the time. You know, cursing is nice, you know. Like, the way that I look about it is, like I told you in a couple of live streams ago, if these people weren't so fucking stupid, I wouldn't have to curse at you. I wouldn't have to call you a dumb fuck. You know? You know what I'm saying? I can't help it that, you know, you are fucking mentally retarded. Yeah, he hate me Trump hat would be awesome. You know, we probably need to get some he hate me stickers, you know, start passing those out. Yeah, I like to keep it real, man. I'm a real person, you know. Yeah, there is. If you don't like somebody's stuff, nobody's holding a gun to your head to watch this shit. You know, fuck. Yeah, that's true. You don't want to be fucking stupid. I like Trump. I think he's a good, I think he was a good change of pace. I like how he tells them how in the fuck, shit's really going to go down. Like, okay, go away. We're going to do it this way. Yeah, it was a better choice from Hillary. Yeah. You know. Hillary for prison. That's funny. And there's some people going around YouTube saying that, they got YouTube to change their terms of services and community guidelines. That could not be farther from the truth. They're doing this on YouTube is doing it on advertisers and trying to clean up their image. They've had such bad press, and Google has never really made money with the YouTube thing once they bought it. And they're trying to figure out how to make it profitable. To me, I think that there should be different requirements for how you get paid and how your channel gets promoted. I think by releasing a garbage video every day, that should not favor you. Okay. If you release a video and you don't get 10% of your subscriber count in the first day, then there should not be any ads on that. If you're not generating views for them, and also they really need to crack down on people stealing, news video shows and all that stuff and then talking over it, and then all of a sudden that's their own content. No. I really don't know how you flag videos. I just know that people have flagged videos before. Because you get an email about it, you know what I'm saying? Nope, I have not heard anything on the Snap-on brushless. Nope, they don't let you play music anymore. People have been the copyright and to strike that like crazy. I mean, it's like it used to be 10 seconds they called fair use. They don't even go by that anymore. They don't even, I mean, fucking Jesus Christ, they don't even go by that. You saw a hog light video with 800,000 views. I mean, how in the fuck does that happen? No, I think that guy shut down his account. I've never seen that anymore. Because then you could just go in and claim copyright on it. if I could spec the perfect truck, I feel like I got them spec'd pretty good. I like my spec. I wish there was a way that you could lighten it up about 1,000 pounds. I think that would be great, but you got to take some kind of, you could lighten it up. You could put 44,000 pound axles on it and maybe only put a 16,000 pound front on it. There's some stuff you could do, but I really don't feel like that would be, you wouldn't get the durability out of it. And you definitely would not get the resale value. Yeah, I know. I kind of miss my old intro too, but I can't do it because then I can't get paid for my video, and then I got to justify, I put all this time in it and I don't get, at least 30 bucks, you know what I'm saying? Over a month for the video. That it pays for my time. I mean, there's other stuff I could be doing. Yeah, I got hats for sale. There should be hats for sale at JustinSturgillTrucking.us. Yeah, they're going to get rid of prank videos. Oh, I should do a he hate me intro. That would be pretty good. I never thought about that. Yeah, I guess I'll have to come up with a new one. Like, hey, he hate me. Well, first of all, I don't want a Packard engine. Okay, that would be pointless. That thing is a big pile of shit. I don't want one of those. Plus, the thing has no horsepower, and you just couldn't go anywhere with it. When you get it loaded down, it would just be a big. They're a big pile of shit. I wouldn't get a Packard. Yeah, they probably would hit me with a trademark on he hate me. Somebody would. Yeah, I only run Cummins. I don't like Detroit's either. I don't like any truck engine that uses a container style oil filter. I don't like that. The older Cat engines are great. The new ones, not so good. And they're not even Cats. They're internationals. Yeah, the Packards are no good. If I was going to buy a heavy-duty wrecker, I would get the 18-speed Ultra Shift and then have them program it. You want to call Eaton. You will ask your dealer wherever you're at. Wherever you're at, ask your dealer. There is going to be a Eaton guy that'll come out and program your transmission. I can tell you right now that JST6 has a 565 2050 torque engine in it, and my 389s they both have 605 engines in them, and that Ultra Shift programmed with 40 less horsepower will outpull the 18-speed manuals. Up a hill, out of the hole, it runs better. I would choose that over, especially for a wrecker. The 18-speed will give you a little bit of versatility. You can hold it in gear. You can put it in manual mode. You can have 2 different power levels. You can run it, so you have a empty mode and then a performance mode. There is a bunch of stuff you can do to the Eatons. I cannot reprogram mine with the Eatons. No, my computer will not let me reprogram it. I tried. I don't know where you can order a 7-axle toy truck. The Max Force engines are junk. Would not have one of those. I run the X15. It's not the ISX. It's just called the X15. It's the 2017 engine code, which is pretty good. I haven't had no problems out of my fucking Cummins stuff yet. I also haven't hit 100,000 miles in them, but I haven't really had any issues. Nope, I haven't heard anything from Brian. Nope. Yeah, his name was Rod Smart. He hate me. Oh, the ABS modular was it was the wiring harness had a short to ground in it. And really what that was is probably one of the connectors had got water in it. It only came up when it was raining outside. The ABS light would come on. So it was where they just changed the whole ABS harness and they got it fixed, and we haven't had a problem since, but it took them 2 days. You know. Yeah, the Max Force are fucking junk. I wouldn't recommend them. I know that there's some dealerships that if you have an International, they won't even trade it in for you if it has a Max Force. Nope, I am not going with any air on my trucks. A lot of guys are doing that because it's just not stable. It's not stable enough. You got to dump the bags, and if your driver doesn't dump the bags, it'll be like this. It'll sway. I wouldn't recommend that. Again, that's not tried and true. Then the Hall Max suspension or the Chalmers. I wouldn't. I don't recommend the air. Especially for what I do, because how the airbags are mounted on all the air suspensions is they're in the back, and then you have to build, the paver will come in and pinch the airbags and blow your airbags. So you got to build this big fucking monstrosity, and it's really not fucking, it's not fucking worth it. Yeah, Blake, you're exactly right. Look at anything with a Max Force engine. There could be 2 trucks the same, one with a Cummins and one with a Max Force. That Max Force will be 15 grand less. You're right, 15 to 20,000. Fucking jank. Hold on, I gotta pay. righty. Feel better now. Yeah, Peter, that's what it's kind of designed for. The tarping system, it will keep the asphalt hotter longer. That's the whole idea. And also, the state says it keeps more dust out of the asphalt, you know, because it's fully contained. There's no way that water or anything could hit it. I mean, it's definitely a nice system. I like the tarp system over the flip tarp system. Okay, a glider kit with a C15, you save absolutely nothing. It's the same price as a regular truck. You might save some FAT a little bit, but not really. To get a glider kit built and get it on the road with a dump truck, it's the same price. You're not saving yourself any money. There is no new products. I think my wife did that earlier, and then she's never changed it. You save absolutely no money. There's only one place in the country that would, that I would trust putting a glider kit together, and that's these guys called Custom Truck out in Oregon, and they're expensive. They build one truck a week, and that's all they do, and you know, they build some nice shit. It's probably about the best truck you can get. But, you know, they're expensive. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, the 2017 emission codes where they took out half the sensors and the selective catalyst reducer and the DPF filter are all in the same thing. Way less problems. Way less. I haven't had any problems out of mine. Any problems. You got to know what you're doing. First of all, you have to run high quality DEF fluid. You can't run this fucking junk. Don't buy the cheaper DEF fluid. Buy a name brand stuff. Only if you're local, have your own tank at your shop. Keep it protected. Because then you're controlling what you're putting in there. And also, once a month, manually regen your trucks. Never let the filter get dirty. And you will have zero problems. I've had zero emission problems. No emission lights, no nothing. But you have to regen these trucks. If you look at where your trucks are working and they're doing a lot of idle time, that weekend you need to do a manual regen. It takes an hour and a half on the Cummins. You got to manually regen all of them. And you know, they're pretty problem free. I haven't had any problems. I don't like the Fitzgerald ones. I'm telling you, these custom truck guys out of Oregon is where you want to have your truck come from. Yeah, the DPF filter on the new trucks are half the size, half the weight, half the sensors. Yes, you have to have a computer to do manual regens. You know what they do when you take it to the dealership, when you have emission problems? You know the first thing they do? They manually regen it, and then they watch. They know what the parameters are. So when you first get your truck, I manually regened all of them within like 1,000 miles. And I watch the parameters, so I know what the parameters are, you know? And I can tell, you know, like every 20 minutes when I'm regenting a truck, I'll go out there and I'll look at the parameters. I'll see what the temperatures are. I'll see what the catalyst number is. I'll see all this stuff. And then I know. Yeah, the custom truck guys are cool. That's the only place that I would have a glider kit built. No, I've not deleted one. If you delete them, you're out of warranty. So if the engine blows up, you owe 40 grand. Do you want to do that? Well, I mean, there could be one that they messed up. You know, I remember in 2008, we got brand new Kenworths. And I was working for this, I was working for, what was it, David Powers Motorsports. And we got brand new T's, I think they were 660s at the time with Cat engines in them. We were sponsored by Cat, so they put Cat engines in them. And the first trip, truck had 1,500 miles on it. It dropped a valve in Arizona. So now it dropped a valve because probably it was put together wrong with that many miles, you know. So, you know, when you're building 1 million truck engines a year, however many Cummins builds, there's going to be one, that's going to be, you know, every once in a while is going to have a problem. Yeah, I mean, also you got to remember, you know, like those. Yeah, if you mess with any of the truck stuff, you don't want to run that shit. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have issues with anything when you build a lot of stuff. I mean, look at me, Peterbilt. Fucking goddamn brake spiders fell off my truck, 2 of them. You know, I had to fix that. I mean, they're building 185 trucks a day. Somebody could have came in hungover on a Monday and fucking, you know, fucked it up. You can do that. You can hold it and it will regen, but I always do the manual with the computer just so I know it goes into regen. I can watch the parameters. Everything works good. Yeah, anything can go wrong, you know. But I like a manual regen. I usually do it maybe once a month. Right now, we've been doing a lot of long haul. So the thing is, you know, the engine's staying hot and, you know, it's not clogging up the filter too much. Yeah, the manual's a little bit different. It'll really, you know, get it cleaned. I thought it would, you know, I kind of thought about it as a different theory. I thought, well, if you let it get clogged up, that's when you start having problems. So I thought, well, if you keep it clean, even though like it may not be that dirty, but if you can keep the stuff clean, maybe you won't have as many problems with it as if you don't keep it clean. So, you know, I just manually regen the things. Yeah, I thought the brake spider video was important just to have guys out there checking their stuff. You know, because that's something you don't really look at all the time, but it's fucking important. So I thought, you know, maybe this will help somebody else out, you know. That was my theory on it. You know, I wasn't trying to throw anybody under the bus. I'm just saying, you know, hey, we got to be out here, you know, looking at this shit. No, I don't take any oil samples. I just change at 20,000. 20,000, I pull it no matter what. And usually what I've been doing is that's when, usually before I change the oil, I'll go out and I'll regen the truck. I'll get the oil nice and hot, okay, and get the engine nice and warm. And then after it gets done regenning, I'll back it into the shop, and then that's when I drain the oil. It seems to get all the contaminants out of the oil. I noticed that my oil still looks clean after about 1,000 miles when I do it that way. When I do it where you just start it up and then let it warm up for a little bit and then drive it in, if the oil seemed to get dirty, it kind of got more black about 500. I change fuel filters. The one on the cab, I change every other one. And then the one, the pre-filter, whatever they call that, the fuel water separator, I change that just when it looks a little grimy. You guys would want me to build an AJPE 500 fucking engine? I don't know anybody that has an engine that they'd let me use that I could build from scratch. And to build a top fuel engine from scratch is about 50 grand. And I don't have 50 grand. You're supposed to change the fuel water separator after it gets full. Like, I change it, I don't know, it's probably about 5 to 10,000 miles. I'll put a new filter in it. You know, I'm trying to take care of these things. They got to last me. You know, that's what I've been on my drivers lately is, man, you guys got to learn to take care of this shit. Yeah, I don't have 50 grand. Fuck, the blower's 25,000. It might be more than 50 grand. A set of heads bare is 6,500 bucks. It's probably like 12 grand by the time you get all the valve springs and everything in it. An engine is 8 grand. That's with head studs. It would be a lot of money. If there was a team here closer, I guess maybe I could, if I had more time, I could actually go, you know, ask them if I could build one that they had and then film it and show you how it's done. Some of the teams build their own, but the guy that builds most of the blocks is AJPE, Alan Johnson Performance Engineering. He builds heads, blocks, blowers. You know, you can get a camshaft from him. You can get anything that he runs on his car, you can buy. Yeah, it would take about fucking 5 years. Yeah, I know. Some guys are hard on the trucks, man. I mean, it's bad. Yeah, on my next trucks, I ordered Davco fuel filters. I got rid of the Pete fuel filter. I've heard the same thing. I haven't had really that many problems out of mine, but I keep a pretty good eye on that filter. No, we haven't. We haven't put a policy in there. I think that I'm gonna have them. If they damage it, they got to help me fix it. I think that's gonna be part of the fucking new rules around here. No, I never heard of Greg Foltz Engineering. Avoiding taxes? What do you mean avoiding taxes? Yeah, you have to pay taxes till you die. I really can't avoid them. Now this year I bought so many trucks, we have so much depreciation, we really get away from paying taxes. But that's like a tax video that a lot of people wouldn't understand, you know. And there's a couple people, like if you saw the last break video, you know, uh, there's a couple people think that I'm not paying my bills and I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that, you know. Uh, they couldn't be further from the truth. You know, it's just these guys that just, they're so stupid, They have so many opinions, but they don't have any videos. So I can't, it's fucking stupid, you know? Yeah, it's shoo-wee, you know, like, uh, the way that I look about it, if I didn't pay my bills, I wouldn't be able to get new trucks. I wouldn't be able to get this. I wouldn't be able to buy that, like I'd be carrying a lot more stress, but we pay all of our bills. Just wanted to bring that up. I like the X15s. I didn't have any older ISXs, so I don't know the difference, but the X15s are pretty nice. I definitely like the Performance Series over the Efficiency Series. I would tell you to get the Performance Series. Yeah, I'd be out of business. Yeah, and really, here's what it is, like if I wasn't paying my bills, we would be out of business in 30 days. Like there would be like fucking, it would be pretty fucking quick. The overhead here is quite a lot. Isaac, to me, it's not worth getting the disc brakes on the lift axles. Here's why. They only come with the 13.2 lift axles. And they're a little bit heavier. They're 25 pounds difference between the drums and the disc brakes on the lift axles. In my opinion, the lift axles are there just as a DOT compliance thing. So what I would recommend is buy the lightest lift axles you can get away with. most of the time you don't need 13.2 lift axles, okay? Especially kind of in the dump truck world. 10,000 pounders are pretty good. You just don't need that heavy lift axle. Now, if I was going to spec like a heavy haul truck, okay, and I was going to put like a 20,000 pound steerable lift axle on that thing, I would probably get the disc brakes because I'm really not worried about what the tractor weighs because I'm going to be running under a permit anyway because most of the equipment weighs more than 40,000 pounds, if you get what I'm saying. So, but on a dump truck, I really don't think it's worth the extra money. Now, the one thing that I would say about the disc brakes on the lift axles is you'd probably never have to put brake pads on those things, or they would go a long way, a long way. But it's probably not worth it. You know, it's probably not worth the extra money. That's just my opinion, but to each their own. There may be somebody out there that would disagree with me, but you know, it is. Yeah, we've had a Jake brake class around here to run the Jake brake, and don't hit the brakes. You know, be easy on the brakes. You know, you don't just jam on them and get the heat all up. You got to be easy. How many miles would I consider to be a lot on a dump truck? 400,000 probably. You know, that's a lot of miles. You know, that truck's been rode hard and put away wet many a nights. You know, I'm thinking about getting rid of mine at 200, you know, somewhere in there, because they still have good resale value, things like that. That is true. You cannot keep stupid. I buy mine in bulk. It comes in 300 gallons. The people that bring my fuel deliver me DEF, and I have a container of 330 gallons, and that's what I prefer. It's a lot easier on the drivers than those stupid hand pumps in 55 gallon. If I had one truck, I would have 55 gallons. No, I wouldn't say that because I still would have bought this thing. Even if I had one truck that had DEF, I would have a container. It would last you all year, 330 gallons. I like it. You get electric pump, you know, they come and fill it up. It fucking does everything. No, my computer will do anything, you know. It'll do any engine. The performance, you get a little less fuel mileage, but it's not that much. It's 0.2. It really depends on your driver. Oh, thank you, Mika Barts. Thank you. It really depends on your driver, to be honest with you. Damn, my first super chat in a while. It's awesome. How did your container get contaminated? Did you leave it outside? You don't want to leave it out in the sun or anything like that. You know, you want to keep it inside. You don't want to have it hot. You know. I don't know what that means. Ugh. I just don't understand how your container got contaminated. Jesus. There we go. Got rid of that one. The troll man, look at the picture. I never look at the picture. I never look at their things. You know, I will tell you, I don't have as many trolls as I used to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be a lot worse. Better go move. The trucks just had a high wind warning. What do you gotta move your trucks for? I don't know when the shelf life is. It takes us about a month to run 330 gallons out of DEF. It's been about once a month. That's when it kind of comes, or when it kind of runs out. So I don't know what the shelf life of the shit is, but I figured a month it would be all right. We haven't had any problems. Oh, they're parked next to some trees. Yeah, you better get those out of there. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that dude's doing. No, they just come and fill it. They don't bring a new container every time. No, they just come and fill it up. It'll run down till, basically about every 30 days I reorder. Now, we're probably going to have to go, if we add a couple more trucks, it's probably going to be maybe every 2 weeks they're going to have to come. The DEF guy, he's got the code to come in the door. He fills it up. He knows where the thing is. They leave the receipt on the top of the container, and it's pretty easy. The biggest thing I'm looking for now is we need another fuel tank. So either they got to get me a 2,000 galloner, or we got to get another 1,000-gallon tank. But we definitely need more fuel. I can already tell it's going to be, yeah, I can go you want to see the container now? I don't have to shoot a video on the DEF container. I can show it to you now. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I bought the thing from Napa. I bought it on sale at Napa. I got all the what do you call that? All the shit from them, because like Napa had one of those sales on that shit, what I'm talking about? So I got that. And it's a Peak Blue Def is what I run. Yeah, here's the container right here. So it's got a 25-foot hose. You can easily get it out there. This is the motor that I bought with it. It's the Peak Blue Def. It pumps 8 gallons a minute. And it's this big 300-gallon container. I mean, you could see that all this crusty, nasty shit all over the place. But that's the container right there. It holds 330 gallons. It's got a quick thing, and it just sits there. But that's what you need. I like it makes it easier on the drivers to pump shit out of there. When they just come in, they crack the door, they can put fuel in the truck and put the DEF like that on there, See, these are more chicken lights right here for Rainey's, for another truck. But that's really the easiest thing to do, I found, is run it that way, you know? Yeah, the tank's way better. No, I don't have any contamination like thing, you know. Yep, I use the same DEF in the Street Beast. Every time I change the oil in the Street Beast, I just fill it up with DEF. I got that little hose. I don't have to worry about fucking with those boxes. You know, I have all this stuff here, you know. No, I don't like how that you have to get underneath the hood. It takes me a ladder to get up there because the truck's lifted. So I got to get a ladder out. You know, it sucks. I use Peak Blue Def. I like the Blue Def better. That's what brand I use. Yeah, it turns white. It like crystallizes. Yeah, it crystallizes as soon as it comes out. I've never had the Ad Blue, but I like the Peak Def stuff. I haven't had any problems. Yeah, I know the 2020 Silverado, they moved it outside. Oh, they're called IBS totes. I don't know what it is. It works. Yeah, I run it in the Street Beast. I haven't been to a gas station since April. You know, I haven't been to a gas station. I just always get fuel here. Hey, one day next week, you're going to have to come back empty, maybe Friday, and then you're going to have to stay and help me fix this tarp. Because I can't fix it with all the shit in it. I have not noticed anything about the stacks on my trucks, but they're the company trucks, or they're the whatever stacks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. The guy's an idiot. Cannon Doc, you know. Intermediate bulk container. Hey, what's going on there, dude? I may have spoke too soon on these. Who knows what the twat problem is? You know, I really don't know. I really don't know. But that's what I run. I've had a couple issues with the Street Beast. It's got 30,700 miles on it, and it's knocked one of the glow plugs out. Number 6 glow plug went bad, so it threw an engine light for that. But other than that, I haven't had any other problems out of it. Hey, Carson. Yeah, that's why I have all those moderators. You guys fucking hammer all that shit. Yeah, it was warranty. Yep. The warranty's almost out. I got 6,000 more miles. And then the warranty's done. Yeah, the one governor, look into getting one of those containers. I think I got like $3,000 in getting mine set up. I forget how much the thing was from Napa. I know the pump and stuff was like, I think $500 or something like that. Uh-oh. Did you guys buy a new mill? Did you get a Wargna or did you get... I hope you didn't buy that Caterpillar piece of shit. Oh, the powertrain on the Duramax is $100,000? I thought it was just $36,000. So they'll if the glow plugs go out again, they'll change it? Yeah, I hope they didn't buy that Caterpillar one, or I hope they bought a big one. They need a big mill. They need an 8-footer, not these 6-footers. Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was... I didn't know it was that long. I did not know that. Shit. I thought it was just 36,000 miles and I was fucked. Yeah, okay. I think it was $3,000. It was on sale. I got it cheaper. I know that. I know that Likens brings me bulk def at $1.70 delivered, and most of the time in the gas stations it's like $2 and something. So I know I'm saving a buck getting it in bulk, but it's you know, it's only a emissions warranty is $150,000. Oh shit, I didn't know about all this. Never even paid attention. Man, $100,000. That thing can get fucked up for a while. I mean, I don't even know how long I've had it. I've had it since April 17. So I guess that would be... Did I have it since April 17? Yeah. When did I buy that thing? I don't even know when I bought it. Yeah, it's $279 at a Virginia Tubbs truck. I pay $1.79 for it delivered. That's them pumping it in there. It used to be $1.65, but it went up 5 cents. But I figured that's a fair price. Okay, so if the seat breaks, I'm fucked. But if the engine blows, we're good. That's the main thing there. You know. Playing with my little thing. If the seat breaks, that means you're fast. Man, Doc is on it today. And Blake. Blake, I saw your truck. You got that thing looking pretty good. You definitely spent some time fucking getting that frame cleaned up, you know. I could tell you, I could use a man like you, Blake, down around here. You know, a guy to fix stuff. You know. Because I don't know, did you sandblast that frame? You're buffing the rims now, you're doing that? Yes, Everyday Fleet Truck or Fleet Tech. That is correct. The the new YouTube thing. So let's just say we all know who flags a lot of videos, okay? And if they keep doing it, their channel will get deleted as their IP address, as YouTube is starting to crack down on people doing false flag videos. Yeah, Blake, it looked pretty good. No, it's not him. I don't want to mention their name because they get off on that because they're a narcissist. But let's just say that, you know, they talk a lot of shit on shit that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And they have a group that likes to go around and flag videos of certain people's. And if they keep doing that, they're going to get their channel taken down. You know, and that's part of the new guidelines. So, good luck. Yeah, I don't get it. He must have a bunch of troll accounts. Hey, Chris. I saw something that I did get something in the mail quite a while ago that said my frame or some kind of rusty component would be covered longer. You know, I don't know what it is. I'll have to read it. Gmail, they're E-coded. I know I don't like the Chevrolet coating. That waxy stuff is kind of, it comes off after a while. Like 3 or 4 pressure washers and that shit is gone. I know the salt has ruined my bumpers. They need to be taken off and sandblasted and then re-powder coated with a better powder coat. What's the most aggravating things my drivers do is fuck the goddamn tarps up and not cleaning the interior of the truck. I had a full-blown meltdown about that this week because the dude told me his truck was clean. And then I went up there and I opened the door and I said, "This is clean to you?" I said, I went ballistic. And he's like, "Man, I didn't get all this stuff in there." I said, "I don't give a fuck what happened. This is the way it's going to be from now on. I'm tired of fucking with it." So they all understand, you know, hopefully they understand. If not, what I'm going to do is me and McP will just clean the trucks the way that I want them. And it'll be $25 a week if I have to go in there and clean it out. And that's $25 to the day shift and night shift guy till they figure out what I want. I think that's the way we're going to do it. That's going to be part of their performance reviews coming up because they'll all want raises, you know, and how, I don't know if this is fair, but how I'm going to kind of do their raises is how long they've been here, how long they really, you know, how much shit have you really fucked up, you know, and, you know, what are you willing to do in the future? I think that's what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to have them sell me on why they need a raise. So I'm going to have them write stuff out and all that stuff, you know, and then when they tell me their number, I'm going to tell them what I feel they need to work on and all that stuff. Like, to me, tearing the fuck out of the tarps and keeping the truck clean is the two big, most aggravating motherfucking things I have to deal with. I told them, I said, I can fix any problem, but I don't want to work on a dirty truck, and I don't want to climb into something that's got dust and all this other bullshit all over the fucking place. I can't fix, you know, I spend all my time cleaning up after you. If I spend less time cleaning up after you, there is ways that I can make the trucks look better. I can get the fucking tanks or the rims fucking polished. But then you guys have to learn not to drive through every fucking mud hole, you know, like you see a puddle and you just drive in it, you know. How do they tear up the tarps? They forget to open them up all the way, or they're dumping in the building and they raise the bed up too far because they're not fucking paying attention. And then they crush the bows. It's just one thing after another. And then it takes, you know, it's just aggravating. Yeah, you know, I buy really nice shit. And I want it to stay really nice because I want to say, hey, this is the only thing you're getting for 4 years, 4 to 5 years. So get used to this motherfucker. Get enjoyment in it. You know, if you guys stop tearing the fuck out of the things, you get to make more money. I can't get them to understand that this is not it's not a battle. It's a war. Okay? So they don't want to think long term. How would I explain this? So everybody thinks, what am I making this minute? They don't think of what do I make over the year? Nobody really looks at that. Okay? Like, so you may make $1,000 today, but you tore the truck up and now you missed 2 days worth of work. So now the truck only made $200 a day for those 3 days that you sat at home. Instead of thinking about, okay, if I just take her easy and make my $600 today, and I make my $600 tomorrow, and I make my $600 a day Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you see how you make more than trying to hit these home runs? You know, base hits. You know, fucking base hits. Yeah. It does. It takes 15, 20 minutes at the end of the day to just fucking clean up after yourselves. I don't know how to understand that. Dan, the reason I don't do any Snap-on tool reviews anymore is because I fucking own about everything that I need, you know? So, you know, you can't spend $1,000 a week on a tool truck. Eventually, you're gonna run. I mean, I have every fucking thing. You got to think about that. Yeah. You know, I asked one of my other drivers the other day, I said, hey, how would you like me to come into your house after you get some new carpet with some muddy ass shoes, you know, and just fucking smear that shit all in your carpet, smoke cigarettes inside your fucking house, and then just ash on the fucking floor? I mean, do you do that with your own shit? Well, no, I'd be fucking mad. I said, well, then why in the hell would you do it in my truck? Why? I've never understood it. You know, I don't get it. It frustrates me sometimes. I would say that's my biggest complaint. That's my biggest fucking complaint. Yeah, I know. It's just, they're not dumb. They're just, you know, they look at it that they're not getting paid to clean the shit. But I just think of it as, you know, goddamn, respect what I got going on, you know? Like I told him the other day, I said, listen, I didn't get in a position where I could buy fucking all these trucks on me being stupid. So when I tell you something, I'm not telling you to just tell you. I'm telling you because that's the way I want it done. You know, I didn't get semi-successful on being dumb. You know, I tried that. It didn't work. I tried that. It didn't work. But I'm just saying, you know, like that's what I told him the other day. I'm like, man, I didn't get in the position that I'm in because I'm dumb. So please listen. You know? That's a good idea. Buy them a copy of Tortoise and the Hare. That is a great idea. And tell them, hey, read this book. Yeah, I understand it's a part of percentage pay, but when you ask them what they want hourly, it's so outrageous. You know, I don't think they realize how much money it costs to run this shit up and down the road. You know, I don't think they realize how much all this shit costs. Like the other day, they were, you know, one guy was bitching about his lift axles leaking. And I said, dude, I'm waiting on parts. I got to go find them. And he's like, oh, okay. You know, like, fuck. Oh, that's a good idea. We're going to talk. Yeah, okay. Some of my drivers do a really good job of respecting the stuff. It's the older ones, though. Yeah, rewarding them for doing their job, you know, that's... There is nobody in the city that pays dump truck drivers hourly, usually. I think there's one or two companies. And they pay their guys like $12 an hour. You know? So it's like, you know, you want to get percentage here. That's a good way to make money, but whatever. Yeah, I know. $12 an hour. I'd stay the fuck home too. There is people out there driving dump trucks for that money. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. You know, they don't want to pay anything. There's people that don't want to pay nothing. You know, I thought there was, when I first started, I worked for a dump truck company when I came back from racing. And I think the most I got paid there was, I think top out pay was $18 an hour. I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. I remember my first week there, I worked 50 hours and brought home $600. I was like, yeah, this is not enough. How do you get a racing job? Well, you got to be dedicated. The biggest thing is get your CDL. That's gonna get your foot in the door Okay, because, you know, that's going to get your foot in the door because you got your truck, and you're going to have to go to races and just beat the door down. Right now, you're going to have a hard time finding a racing shop because there's just not that many cars out there, you know. And if you're willing to work the hours that they give you for the money that they want to pay, more power to you. But, you know, it's pretty, it's not easy to get in there, you know. How's the pay in the beginning? It sucks. Like if you went to work for a team right now, just starting out, you're going to make 35 grand a year, and you're going to be on the road 260 days a year for 35 grand. 35 to 38 grand, that's it. And you're going to work 16-hour days at the racetrack, and then you're going to drive the truck 11 hours a day. I mean, it's not all cracked up that's going to be. You know, it's not going to be easy. Yeah, it's tough. It ain't easy. You got to really like what the fuck you're doing. You better really enjoy it, because it'll take you a while to where, it'll take you a couple years to get up to where you can make maybe 45, 50. I mean, it's not going to be right out of the way. You got to figure out, you know, they got to figure out what your skill level is. And also for that 35 grand, you can make zero fucking mistakes. Zero. You're going to work under a high pressure situation and make zero fucking mistakes. And I mean zero. Because they're paying you 35 grand, you make one mistake, you be fucking gone. They'll get another body. You know? Yeah, that's a good idea. I've heard of people doing that before. Ooh. We've been hauling pig iron. Is what we've been hauling. What time is it? Oh, fuck, it's 3 o'clock. Oh, shit, I got to get ready and get out of here. Holy shit, I didn't realize it was 3 o'clock. Fuck. I got to get here and get ready and go home. Why do I call it the poverty rock? Because if you haul it for a long period of time, you're going to be in poverty. You know, you're going to be eating hand sandwiches. You know, there's really, you know, it's basically a break even. You know, there's no money in it. You know, so I call it poverty rock. You know, by the time you spend a whole bunch in fuel, I mean, it's not a good thing. I don't know what it is. It's just these ingots. Yeah, I saw that a lot of people said that nobody, I mean, I realized that you're supposed to take the brakes 3 clicks out. The reason I took them 2 clicks out is because you get a lot better pedal feel. And it just firms the pedal up. Now, there's still a gap in between there at 2 clicks out, but it firms the pedal feel up. It's not as spongy on the initial hit. So I thought, my theory is that if the pedal is spongy, you want to push it harder. Okay, but if you get a good firm pedal, you know, short in the stroke, you're not on the brakes is fucking hard. And, you know, I shot that video like 3 weeks ago and the truck has zero problems, you know. And once it wears the pads down a little bit, it's going to self-adjust anyway. So I just like a firmer pedal feel. I like to keep the brakes pretty tight. You know, I would say I probably run mine a little bit tighter than, I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, I don't run a big gap. I like it. I like a firm pedal feel. And I found by running the brakes just a little bit tighter, not too tight, but, you know, just enough to where they got a little bit of drag, it firms up the pedal and you don't have to hit them as hard. But I don't feel like I'll be doing any warranty work on the things that I adjusted. I mean, it stays pretty close. That's just my theory on it. You know, there's a million different ways to skin a cat. It doesn't really matter. So, you know, and I really don't care what TA has. You know, I wouldn't take my truck to a TA to get it fucking fixed. I mean, I can tell you that wouldn't be the first place that I want to fucking go, if you get what I'm saying. I like the, you know, I like doing it this myself, because if I fuck it up, at least there's nobody to blame but me. You know, but that's my theory on the 2 clicks, between the 2 clicks and the 3 clicks. It just firms the pedal feel up. You know, difference of opinion. Yeah, we're hauling the pig iron just to stay busy. It's just an in-between floater thing. It actually pays pretty good. So, it's not bad. You know. No updates on the trucks. Like I said, they'll be here when they get here. You know. When you guys see the videos about, you know, oh, I bought another truck, that's when the truck will be here. You know, I gotta find drivers, you know, to put in them, but I need to get dates before I can hire people. You know, like I tell everybody, they'll be here when they get here. You know, just know, you know, I buy stuff. What do you mean, is the other ones fixed? Yeah, thank you, Peter. I wish I could get some more good drivers, I wish I could get some thinkers. All the trucks are fixed now. We just got one. I got to put a hydraulic pump on one of the trucks again. We burned it up, but the driver told me don't do it. Don't do it till asphalt season. He said, he goes, I understand how it works. So I said, all right. Yeah, more nicks. No, the red one hasn't been sent out to get repair yet. I think it's going to get, it goes the 1st of March. The body shop was pretty busy, so I'm just scheduling it on them. That one should only take a couple days. You know, I'm hoping it only takes a couple days. But once we get that fixed, everything has been back from the body shop and all that stuff. You know, so. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this motherfucker. I got to go ready, and I'm going to go home and spend the rest part of my day with Enzo. I might do some billing, you know, and go from there. How do we fuck up another pump? Ran the hydraulic tank dry. Burned up another pump. But this time, I'll take the pump apart. I'll show you why it burned up, and I will turn the microphone on this time so I don't lose another 30-minute video like I did the other one with no fucking talking. Fuck. But I'll take this pump apart, see how it goes. But anyway, like always, guys, thanks for watching.